he's advising us to do?
Well, what they say is duck and cover. Duck and cover.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Whose Line Is It Anyway couldn't keep a straight face.
Like if you were good and I had any luck, you could use the stars to find me better backups.
For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes from Whose Line Is It Anyway that were so outrageous the cast needed to take a moment to laugh it out. See how long you can stay stoic watching these hilarious moments, and let us know which bit made you break in the comments. Number 10. Wayne's lunch lady stripogram. Who else wishes they could be serenaded by Wayne Brady, the king of musical improv?
I love you, girl, I sing this song. You have the shower cap on.
This lucky lunch lady named Lee gets the performance of a lifetime from Wayne during a game of song Stiles.
Hey, Lee, would you like to serve me?
Wayne brings the sauce, pun intended, as he flexes to various mystery meats. But he can't keep it together long enough to serve her up some spaghetti and meatballs.
Friday, it's the best day of all, because you get to have a little spaghetti and two great meatballs.
The hilarious contrast of the sweet-looking Lee with Wayne's steamy song and dance makes this moment totally unforgettable. That chicken dance alone is going to be stuck in our heads all day.
On Thursday, chicken.
Number 9. Nice Pants. In this game, the cast can only speak to one another in song titles. Easy enough, right? Not for Colin, who responds to Ryan's blue suede shoes comment with a hesitant, nice pants. This bizarre response effectively ends the round, cracking everyone up.
Blue suede shoes. Nice pants.
This moment isn't only memorable for Colin's great delivery, but spawned a running joke throughout the episode.
Nice pants, the smell of corduroy.
In the following round of scenes from a hat, the cast repeated the line nice pants for 3 separate prompts, always getting a huge laugh.
Nice pants.
Nice pants. 1,000 points for that one. That was really funny.
Only Colin Mochrie can turn a silly flub into a one-liner that just gets funnier and funnier.
Nice pants. Nice pants. Nice pants. Nice pants.
Number 8. Tapioca. When the unstoppable duo of Colin and Ryan team up, you never know what comedy gold is just around the corner. This round of greatest hits spawned a legendary moment, when Ryan attempts to prompt Colin to say Cuba. Colin instead delivers an impassioned tapioca.
Hey, Colin.
Yeah?
What comes to mind when I say Ricky Ricardo and great cigars?
Oh, tapioca.
Ryan laughs so hard he's unable to continue describing the first song.
What's the name of his big song? Tapioca. Tapioca.
We can't get enough of how confidently Colin can derail Ryan's train of thought, and this scene is a perfect example of their hysterical banter.
Cuba. It's a small island.
It is.
And of course, Colin wouldn't let the game end without one last tapioca.
Tapioca.
Number 7. Fainting Bodies. We love when host Drew Carey gets in on all the improv fun, especially when he struggles to keep his cool in a scene. Drew and an audience member must remain completely limp and emotionless as Colin acts out a scene with the two of them. But Colin's antics make it impossible for Drew to stay still. We can't blame him. All the silly sounds and motions that he makes Drew do are too unpredictable and hilarious not to laugh at.
Oh, she's still unconscious. I'd better give her mouth to mouth.
The way Drew instantly breaks character and continues to giggle through the entire game makes this a classic moment.
Oh, thank you. I give you a kiss.
Number 6. Helping Hands. Whenever the cast gets their hands on a prop, you know something hilarious is bound to happen.
Hungry?
Oh, I'm starving. What's to eat?
In this case, Colin is acting as Ryan's set of hands, and shakes up a bottle of champagne as Ryan speaks.
What's going on?
Well, I don't want to say yet.
Once Colin can finally get the champagne open, it sprays all over Ryan and Drew. Talk about a payoff.
It's gonna be worth it.
Ryan even acknowledges that nothing else in the scene can top that physical bit, noting that he should have saved it for the end. This anticipation of Colin being able to successfully pop the bottle and the huge mess it causes is perfectly timed.
Something tells me I should have saved the champagne for the end of the meal.
Number 5. Newsflash. There can never be too much Colin.
There seems to be some activity out there, and we've got our man on the scene, Colin, to tell us all about it.
During this game of Newsflash, Colin must report on whatever is on the green screen behind him, without being able to see what it is.
I have been looking at this for the last 5 hours, and I just can't take my eyes off it.
Turns out it's a compilation of himself being, well, Colin. Ryan and Chip ask Colin leading questions to help him guess what it is he's witnessing, accidentally setting up the perfect response.
How did it start?
It all started with a badly timed ball joke.
Once Colin finally figures it out, Ryan and Chip can't help but laugh as the round continues.
What are authorities advising us to do?
Well, what they say is duck and cover.
Watching Colin unknowingly react to himself in horror is as funny as it gets. Drew himself even comments that this game of Newsflash was the best one ever.
Are these things capable of reproducing?
Maybe.
Number 4, three-headed Broadway star. Wayne, Drew, and Ryan take Broadway as they sing a song one word at a time from the fictional musical My Favorite Shoe. That's what's supposed to happen, at least.
You are my soul mate.
Drew can't seem to shake the giggles, especially after he mistakenly belts out way too many words on his turn.
And take me on a... Oh, sorry, one word.
Drew's laughter proves contagious, and the one-word rule is completely forgotten. This game progressively gets sillier and sillier, and Ryan and Wayne manage to work Drew's laughter into the song lyrics themselves.
I love my girl because she...
Even when the rules get thrown out the window, these guys know how to keep a game going and keep each other laughing at the same time. Number 3, Ryan breaks the light. What's not to love about Ryan's famous impression of Carol Channing?
Hi, come on in.
We thank you for inviting me.
In this game, Ryan plays Carol with a new twist. Her head keeps getting stuck to things. But when Ryan launches himself at Drew's desk, the neon light shatters.
It's nothing worse than having a depressed Carol Channing at your party.
Well, no, it's... Oh, my Lord.
His scene partner Kathy quickly breaks character to make sure he's okay, but Ryan attaches himself right back onto the desk almost immediately to finish his joke.
Fine, it's okay.
Now that is commitment to the bit. Ryan handles this mishap like a champ and cracks up everyone else in the cast with his eagerness and ability to continue the scene. Nothing can stop a great impression from Ryan, not even a floor full of broken glass.
Carol, it is Carol.
Oh, I used to be, I can't remember anymore.
Number 2, Colin's Arctic turn impression. Colin and Ryan strike again.
What kind of bird always says the name of our next band?
Colin fails to take Ryan's cue to introduce The Who, and instead hilariously attempts to impersonate an Arctic tern, which to Colin allegedly makes the sound Backstreet Boys. The shocking answer brings the house down.
An Arctic tern? And what sound does an Arctic tern make? Backstreet Boys?
Particularly for Ryan, who takes about 30 seconds to fully recover and continue the game. Ryan is so taken aback that he completely rejects Colin's response and straight out tells him what he was looking for, breaking the cardinal rule of improv. Always say yes.
That's wrong.
Why don't you tell us what's right?
I was thinking an owl.
Colin is unfazed as per usual, but his ability to fully stop a scene with his absurdly funny remarks makes this moment one of the greatest. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Richard Simmons. This incredible cameo had the cast on the floor, literally. Bend-A-Car, Pat Benatar. Colin creatively one-ups Ryan's ability to segue into their next song, cracking up Ryan in the process.
I remember once I went to a circus and I saw the strong man bend a car. Bend a car, Pat Benatar.
The mic chant. Wayne sings to an astronomy student, but his backup dancers are too funny not to distract him.
Mike is just a student, but one day Mike will use the stars to guide him on his way. His name is Mike. His name is Mike. His name is Mike.
Questions only. Ryan can't hold back his laughter when Colin names this fictional Canadian town.
You're Canadian?
Can't you tell?
Have you ever heard of a town called Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan?
Isn't that right beside left noob?
Before we continue, Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Irish Drinking Song. This group performance barely lasts a few seconds before totally going off the rails.
One night I was getting freaky.
With my girl Elaine. Boy, we had some fun.
When it's Ryan's turn to sing, he spurts out incoherent gibberish, leaving Wayne and Drew unable to say their lines. Colin picks it up for them with a cheery meow, stopping everyone in their tracks. After finally composing themselves and trying to continue, Colin delivers a final meow. This moment truly captures the spirit of Whose Line Is It Anyway, as its unpredictable hilarity makes the viewer feel right in on the action with the cast.
I've lost track of the story. I don't know what has happened.
He wrote me a letter. My underwear is snapping.
Nothing is quite as funny as watching this incredible cast crack each other up, even if it upends an entire scene.
I don't know what to say. Meow.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.